Okay.
We should be. I'm grabbing the stream, stopping it, but we should be good. Good.
Yeah, you're live.
Awesome. So hello everyone. Sorry for the background noise. So on today's agenda, we're gonna focus on what to do next for the next cohort. So I believe this should be the primary goal. But first, let's do a first introduction to everyone. So I'm Ahmad in the mentorship team. David.
Sorry, did you just say my name? Is it my turn to do introductions?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm David Gutman, part of the mentorship team. I run JSLA, long-running big meetup in Los Angeles.
Awesome. AJ?
My name's AJ, and I'm part of the mentorship team. I also work at Delta as a software developer, and I've been working with the mentorship team for a couple months, well, a few months now.
Yay. Yeah. Dan?
Hey, yeah, I'm Ben Coe here. Was one of the mentors in the first round of mentorship, and I'm excited to be involved as we continue to move forward.
Awesome. Kamal?
Hello everyone, this is Kamal here. This is actually a very initial call right now. I'm with you guys, but I'm really excited with this program and very happy to contribute in any way. But by profession, I'm a full stack engineer, a great experience in Node.js, and I've been mentoring some of the folks outside of this program, but I'm really happy and excited about this program. Thank you.
Awesome. Nice to meet you. Sophia, you're here?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We're just doing a round of introductions.
Oh, sorry, I just entered this. Could you guys send me the new links to these meetings? Because I couldn't find it. I think I had the wrong link. So if anyone can resend again. And I'm Sophia, I'm from this dot. I'm helping Node.js Foundation with promoting all the different programs and groups. So I am the person that you should, that you can come with new ideas and feedback on and insights also about how and what you think it should be changed.
Awesome. For the invite, I believe it's on the calendar, right, Dan? You can add Sophia to the calendar invite.
Right. Sophia, is what you're looking for the GitHub issue with the agenda? Or the calendar?
I clicked on the link I had on my calendar and it wasn't working.
Oh gosh.
Right. For me, the calendar link didn't work, but if you copy the number from the end of it and put it into the Zoom app,
gosh,
that works.
I see what's going on.
Okay. So it wasn't the link; it was like the Zoom application.
Yeah.
No, it's a link in. Oh God, that's terrible. The text is different than the actual URL. Oh God, that's terrible.
Funny.
All right, I'm fixing this for this and following events, but that was what was up. So if you go on the one that's in the location, it's just going to the URL. The join link in the calendar has the text being the correct link, but the actual underlying link is not correct.
Well,
Yay!
Oh wow!
That should help us get started closer on time on future meetings.
Right. Oh, that's terrible.
Okay. So moving to the agenda, I have. What?
I don't get to say hi.
Oh, sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
I am Dan Shaw. One of the forming team here, the mentorship team, member of the community committee, and I work at PayPal. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dan.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I was thinking, like, for the timeline, maybe we should. First, I have a question about the mentors. So in the last meeting, we discussed that we're not comfortable enough to invite the core members from the Node.js core to this round. So yeah, I'm not sure if we discussed it earlier or just had a brain freeze. But where are we gonna get the mentors for this round? Like, who's our audience?
My understanding was that we would contact some core members, just not do a mass invite to everybody. We would reach out to specific ones that we felt would be capable of, mentoring without a whole lot of direction.
Okay.
So, in the last cohort, some of those individuals, specifically, Rich Trot, Miles, and Joey. When I reached out to them, they felt like they didn't have the cycles to dedicate enough time to a mentee. I don't know if we're considering other individuals, but that was the feedback that I got from some of the high profile folks that are kind of already naturally engaged in other mentorship like activities. They were feeling saturated, and I think to unlock those folks' participation, we would need to do a little bit better job managing expectations on time commitment. So I think we can get there, but we need to figure that part out. But those folks, for example, I think would probably bow out anyway from the cohort, given my expectation.
Uh-huh. So in the last meeting, we discussed that the time commitment is going to be around 1 to 2 hours per week for the mentors.
Yep.
And for the mentees, it's going to be 1 to 2 hours plus the time needed to actually work on the action items that result from the mentorship itself. Yeah. So maybe you just need to document that better.
Right. But having that explicitly written down, I think is going to go a long way for that group. If we you can officially, in whatever official capacity, putting it on the in the README state that that's the time commitment. I think that's the mental barrier.
Yeah, let me check actually one moment. I believe it's written down. And then...
Sure.
Yeah, it's written. That's really really down there, so it needs to be updated, highlighted better. But other than these 3 people, do you think we should have a list for the people we're gonna target for the next round? We have Trout, Miles, Joey that we have at the moment.
Okay.
But,
I flagged all the ones. Yep.
Yeah, but as you said, most probably they won't be able to have enough capacity to help us out in this round. Also, we need more than 3 mentors on the list, I guess. So do you think it's a good idea to write a list and use it as a contact point? Or how exactly do you think we should go about it?
Well, I think we should go back to I think we should go back to AJ's original question of how we're going to invite folks. Given that we have folks that volunteered a while ago, it probably makes sense to do another batch of asks, just to do an official, budget time for a round of invites and establish that.
You think like we should put it on the GitHub repo? On the mentorship repo?
No, I think we should work with the this team and do a round of invites for mentors, to call for mentors.
Okay. So I believe we should be inviting the mentors first, then the mentees.
Right.
This way we can know the scopes. And so at the moment, the current blockers is we need to highlight the time expectations first before we do the invites. And also we have to finalize the form for the mentors and get like consensus if everyone is okay with the form as it is, the new one. Do you think there's more things that are blocking us from inviting mentors?
No. I just I don't want us to over-index on those individuals necessarily, because I do know that they have been feeling saturated. Miles is focusing a lot of his energy on the merge effort, and that's sucking down a lot of his cycles.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Are we still planning on a 2 to 3 month duration for this next round?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Maybe we
can do 2 months or 10 weeks as we agreed.
Yeah, if we're going to do a fairly short duration like that, maybe we could pick a handful of specific working groups and reach out to people on those to ask for volunteers.
How many volunteers do we want for mentors?
Good question.
I would think around.
I'd be comfortable around 10 maybe. Yeah.
This is a number that I thought of too, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so if it's 10, do we need to do a broadcast, or do we know 10 people that are likely to say yes?
That's why I was thinking maybe choosing a couple of working groups and just approaching them as a whole and say, do you have people that want to mentor? As kind of a stopgap between broadcasting to the entire Node organization, and see if we can get to 10 within the first few working groups. But yeah, I'm open to any other ideas anyone has.
Maybe you can try that first, reach out to people in specific scopes. And if we don't get enough numbers, we can look for another strategy. What do you think?
So, getting to 10, for me means that we have to be filtering down to 10, right? If you only get 10, if you only reach out to 10 folks, then, you'll get 2.
Yeah.
Generally. So, we'll need to pull people down.
Maybe we can say, okay, we want to have the build scope in this mentorship round. So we open an issue there, or we join one of their meetings, something like that. We can reach to Ben. I know you know people there.
What was that?
Right.
Sorry? I didn't catch that.
I think what he was saying was we could do things like either interface with people we know who are already in those working groups and have them kind of ask around, or we could post an issue to the working group's GitHub or join one of their meetings, that kind of stuff, which is kind of what I was getting at too, to
Nice.
just one after another, keep going working group to working group until we get 10 people.
Yeah, I think we have an interesting moment in the ComCom especially, where there are a few projects that need need participants. There's the website redesign effort, badges effort that need a fresh group of contributors. For example, redesign is Adam Miller's project, and he was just elected chair. So he is in a situation where he needs to build out the recruit and find a next generation team for folks that are going to continue to carry that effort forward. So if we specifically convey that there's an opportunity to enlist that help, might be helpful.
I know we so far have made our goal to get commit bits basically for our mentees to get them to have their first like merge pull request in Node. Would we be open to like stepping that back and maybe just getting broader participation in the Node project? Like for working groups like the ComCom, that doesn't really apply, but some working groups like that, like you said, do need more participation.
I think like we can reach to some individuals in the ComCom. For example, we can reach out to Adam, see if he has the capacity to mentor someone in the website redesign. We can also reach out to people on the ComCom in general, but I've done that in the past. It didn't get much traction because everyone in the ComCom is really busy doing other stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but we can like target other scopes such as diagnostics, testing, the modules. I guess we can get like mentors from there.
Where's a good group with a lot of new activity is the it's not the modules group, but the community packages group, whatever that's called. So modules is focused on landing ES module syntax in Node. Then there's like third-party package maintainer cabal that is now forming.
Do you know the name of someone that I can reach to?
Dawson. Michael Dawson.
Okay. Okay, so I guess it makes sense if we like create a small list like that and like delegate the tasks to like I can reach out to Adam, for example. You can reach out to Trot and Miles and Joey. Someone can reach to Lawson, something like that. Do you think that makes sense, or someone should do it?
Sophia, is this something that you or your associates could help with if we gave you what we're looking for, like the time commitments and stuff? Do you think you could help find people who are willing to participate? You're muted right now.
I believe that's a yes. No, I'm kidding. Okay, it seems that Sophia is not with us on the line. Yeah,
she just responded. Yeah, so I was asking if you think it would be something you could help with to help locate willing mentors, people who would like to participate, if we can get you a list of what that would require of them.
Hello, can you hear me?
Who would like to participate, if we can get you a list of what that would require of them.
Hello?
I can hear you, but I think we're repeating on your computer's audio. Maybe not now. Okay, it's good now.
So yeah, definitely I can help with that. I think the most important is that you decide exactly how you want me to help you, because I can come up with ideas, but maybe it's not suitable for Node. I think we talked about it last meeting, and I don't know. Basically, we could come up with a marketing plan maybe, and thinking because the Node mentors need to be somebody that's active, that's already in the Node, right?
Right.
Foundation and making contributions. So I can think about channels. Like, do you have any Slack channels, for example?
We have Slack channels for our mentees. Well, one channel for the mentees. We have a channel for the mentors from the last group, and then we have.
I'm talking about a general, like to get more mentors. I'm talking about a general Node, a Slack.
We use Node Slackers. Node Slackers, is that what it's called?
Yeah. But like the point was, and what we want to do is we want to create a list for all the possible mentors that we want to target for this round, and we were hoping like if you can help us reach out to those people.
Yes, of course. I think it will be better if the approach is made through an email of somebody who's from Node. So maybe what we can do is I can draft an email and send it to you guys, and you can just send that out whenever you can. Like I can prepare, all the drafts.
Yeah, I think it's a good approach actually.
Do the initial blast, and then Sophia and this top team would be able to follow up. Is that what we're thinking?
Yes, if you CC me on those emails, the idea is that I can help you with that exactly.
Great. Yeah, I like that a lot.
So I think this is a good process, because if I, with my email account, email these people, we are probably not gonna get, the same answer than if you, Dan or any other part of the Node Foundation email, right? So we kind of need both. We need
right. No, that makes sense.
The email is sent through somebody that's known in the community, but also you don't have time for following up everything, right?
Yep. No, that's perfect. I think that's the right way to go about this. Okay.
Perfect. So so I can draft an email and show you next week, and we can talk about it on our next meeting.
Okay, awesome. So does that mean we have like a deadline to when we're gonna start recruiting mentors?
What? Sorry, you're breaking up a little for me.
I mean, do you think it's a good timeline to put for like the next 2 weeks to start recruiting mentors for the next round?
I think so.
David, do you feel comfortable with 2 weeks?
Do I feel comfortable with 2 weeks? Yeah.
Okay. Dan?
My understanding is that we're going to end up drafting and kind of preparing over the next 2 weeks, our kind of outreach. And then we wouldn't start that until 2 weeks from now. we sort of kick that off. So let's see where we are today. We would reconvene during the holidays on the 28th and review that messaging, and then start that right at the end of the holidays, which I think is great timing.
Right, and then I assume that next period of time, the 2 weeks after that, would be spent, back and forth,
recruiting mentors. Yep.
Yeah, hearing from people and responding to them and working out logistics and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I can create a spreadsheet with every name and to make it easy for all of you to see who responded, who said yes.
That'd be awesome.
Perfect then.
Okay, this sounds really good. Okay, so from my understanding, for this round, we don't need a form for people to apply. We're just Sophia gonna create a template and we're gonna reach out to them personally.
Right, for the mentors. And I like this approach of getting the mentors separately from the mentees, like starting with the mentors, figuring out what we've got to work with, and then figuring out how we want to approach the mentees. I think this will work a lot better.
Yeah, thanks to David for the pro tip there. Get us back to sanity.
Yeah, awesome.
Working with constraints.
Okay, so I guess like for the next week, we're gonna work on creating the list. I believe we should do it asynchronously before the next meeting on Slack. So we have the mentorship team. Sophia, can you join Slack?
Yeah, sure. Can you send me the link?
Yes. I believe I have your email address. Okay.
So drop the link to
yeah. So Dan shared the link in the chat, but sometimes the link doesn't work. So you're gonna have to reach to one of us if that doesn't work out. Work out.
What, sorry?
Okay. So after Sophia joins, we're gonna start like filtering the list. And I believe that's all as an agenda items. Yeah.
Okay, so I just registered.
Awesome. You should get an email after that.
Okay, let's see. So I was thinking we could also approach on Slack to new mentors, but maybe you prefer to make it more personalized. But I think it's a good idea too, because it's really good to approach people, by their names if you know them, but there's also maybe people that may be willing to be a mentor if, and you don't imagine like you don't know them. And if you put a message on your Slack, maybe some people will want to join. I don't know what you think.
I think it's a good idea to do it by email, because I don't believe everyone we're gonna try to invite is gonna be on Slack. I'm not sure what you think, guys.
I think on Slack it's a little harder to tell who's who fits our criteria, who are already Node.js organization members, because there's a lot of people who are just interested in Node that are on Node Slackers.
Oh, okay. So it's not, I thought it was more segmented. Is there a lot of people on Slack?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sophia, maybe this question might be for Dan or AJ. So like, for example, now we're talking about mentors. So like, for example, if I have to bring myself, or if I want to nominate myself for the Node mentor, so is there any kind of a prerequisite, or like I have to be a Node community member or something like that?
Currently, I believe our only prerequisite is that you are a member of the GitHub organization for Node.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for you to be a mentor. But
Right.
if you're willing to help out in the mentorship team, there's no requirement of be a member of the Node organization.
Yeah, because that's what actually I was asking to Sophia. Like, I'm really interested, and that's why I was thinking, what is a process or like something like that?
Right. Yeah. To join the team, yeah, just a willingness to help out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Thanks.
Are you on Slack?
You asking me, Ahmad?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just trying to join. I'll join.
Okay. So Dan shared the link earlier. Node Slackers.
Yep.
Okay. So here's my GitHub handle. Down here, basically. So like, please join us, and I'll invite you to the mentorship channel, and we'll start from there.
Sure. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, so I believe that's all for this week. Is there anything anyone would like to share?
Are we still interested in having the meeting issues on GitHub, or are we just not going to worry about those?
Yeah, we should start doing that, actually. I was hoping to have it automated.
It's good hygiene. Yeah.
Yeah, it always gets like delayed.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we should put that as a priority.
Are we still, is there anything blocking us from reaching out to Michael Dawson about it? His automated script, will it work for us?
Should.
Cool. I can reach out to, I can take that action item.
All right. Awesome. Sorry about not pulling through that.
That's fine.
No worries.
That's all I've got.
Dan, I believe you said on the chat you were talking to someone on YouTube. Can you double check if there's anyone?
I will.
Didn't answer?
No further questions. Saulo mentioned that kind of a known issue. They had submitted a mentorship request, but hadn't subsequently heard anything back from the request. Kind of gone into the void. Known issue that we don't have any infrastructure, behind that form to deal with that. So I apologized and said that we're working on that. And as a mentee, what we're doing now is prioritizing getting the mentors set up for the pairing.
Ahmed, would you like to handle the meeting notes for this meeting, or would you like me to?
Yeah, I can do that. I actually have some notes written already.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Hopefully, we'll work on Slack asynchronously.
Sure.
For the list. Awesome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Kamal.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.